Okay, I think I should talk about infrastructure because people are always talking about that.
Infrastructure.
That they will be easier for them to believe in the infrastructure one. That mindset, for example,
Yes,
how can you change? How can you replace? So when we talk about replacing and fixing Nigeria's infrastructure, I'm talking about 8 different things to replace.
All right.
I've mentioned 5 or maybe 4. We are going to replace, right now, we have roads, but we don't have highways. We are going to replace roads in Nigeria and replace them with highways. So I think that will be now make it a bit easier for people to...
Maybe you might like to explain what difference between roads and highways. because if we have roads in Nigeria and we don't have highways, so how would Nigerians know the difference between highways and roads? Maybe you have to create a picture.
If they, for Nigerians who live in the US, they will know what highways are. Or Nigerians who have lived or who live in Germany, they call them Autobahn in Germany. Or you know Autobahn?
I've heard about it.
Yeah, okay, you've
but,
not
but
lived
I've not been to Germany before.
Yeah. So highways are like free, like express. We call them express roads.
Yeah, we have express roads in Nigeria.
Yeah, but those are roads. They are not highways. Highways are connecting interstates.
Okay.
I'm talking about interstates. So interstates highways. So free flowing roads connecting the whole country together in one cluster.
Amazing. Maybe another thing that can help Nigerians understand, because I think having highways that have like 12 lanes.
No, that's just the road itself.
That's the road.
That is not the whole idea.
Yeah,
that's
but that is connected.
Yeah, but the whole idea I'm talking about is the comprehensiveness of it. It is the comprehensiveness of its interconnecting
locations.
Yes.
States. Yeah.
Interstates. Yeah. Interconnecting every state. Can you imagine a road infrastructure that is connecting every state capital in the country?
That's beautiful.
You can go from anywhere to anywhere.
We don't have that.
We are talking about Lagos or Benin or road. This was Kaduna, but that is what you call express. Lagos Ibadan road, Kaduna, Abuja road. Those are we don't have highways. We don't have interstates like that. You understand what I mean?
I get it.
Okay. So the same way I've described interstate highways for you right now, we will have the same thing with railways, interstate railways. Railways that will not just be from Ibadan to Lagos or Abuja to Kaduna. No, those are just clusters. I mean, those are just fragments. Yeah. But they are fragmented. But I'm talking about railways, interstate railways. Railways that will be connected to every state and every region. The way they draw planes. Yeah. You have flying and intercepting the road and road. Yeah. That is the way it's supposed to be. Amazing. With road, with railway, the same thing. Talk about commerce. Wow. Talk about industry. Talk about movement. Talk about communication. Talk about speed.
Wow. Wow.
I'm not going to try to repair Nigeria. We are going to replace it.
Replace.
Yes. And I'm not on the level. I'm not speaking at the level of, how will it be and something. I've passed that level. I'm now on another level of trying to find the money to do it. I don't want to wait on the government to do it. I want to find the money ourselves and fix it ourselves without government.
Wow. Without government?
Without government. Government will just need their permission to say, don't disturb us.
Wow.
Those are just 2. Replacement.
Yeah.
Physical infrastructure.
From the infrastructures.
From the infrastructure part of it.
It's getting interesting.
It's not getting interesting, it's just that you are getting to understand it.
It's connected. They're interconnected.
The thing I'm telling you now is just that I'm breaking it down a little bit. Yes. Well, it's the same thing I said earlier when you didn't get excited like this.
Well, like I said, you have to break it down for Nigerians to understand. So when you say highways and road, I say no, we have to understand highways. But this is good.
So how many have I mentioned to you?
2.
So we will have highways, interstate highways, interstate railways. We have interstate high tension electricity. Not the kind of electricity we have right now. We are going to have not just grid, it's going to be interstate like that as well. Just like you talk about railway, airplane, road, we'll have, high level. It's going to be not just in station. Right now what we have are stations. They are going to be replaced.
So that's electricity.
It's going to be like backbone system. It's like skeleton. That's going to be skeleton, just like your skeleton now. It connects all your body. That's what we're talking about when we're talking about interstate.
Beautiful.
Backbone. It's going to be a backbone system that's going to be from everywhere in the country. We are going to have that standard. Interconnected before you have the small ones in the place where they are.
Beautiful.
Then we are going to have pipeline clusters. Pipeline for water, pipeline for for oil, for gas. Right now they are still trying to say, okay, we don't have electricity because there is no way to transport gas from the gas place to electricity place because there is no backbone. There is no interstate pipeline or no clusters of pipelines. So we are going to have interstate backbone of pipelines. That is what is replacement. We don't have anything right now.
There's something like that.
So when we talk about nation building, I'm just looking at Nigerian ministers and president and what they are talking about, what they are doing. I'm just looking at them and just okay.
Wow.
They are not even talking about what matters at all. They are still talking about, okay, we are going to repair that road. We are going to repair the Anambra, this one road, the Nugun road. We are going to repair it. They will go commission it.
And then they will bring the president to
go and commission. If you want, I can continue.
Please, let's
or is it no?
Let's have one more.
One more. The next one will be high capacity fiber optics. It's also going to be interstate. The country will be covered and wired with it. Then let me quickly mention the right of way also for future transport. Right of way, that is for future expansion. And there are going to be reserves. So all the roads we have extensional reserves, railways we have reserves, high tension we have reserves. So we have reserves we have 200 million right now. If we are going to build we are going to build not for 200 million, we will build for 900 million, like for 1 billion people. So the reserves for transportation, so that if you have 6 lanes now, you have another 6 lanes. But they will not be like, you will not see them. You will be seeing trees, planting of trees and things like that. But really they are the expansion that we are talking about, the right of way. So then the next ones we are going to have a clover leaf of interlocks, pumps, swishes. That's all technical stuff. Then we are going to have temporary store and forward at clover leaf. So those are storage. Okay, for example, right now we are talking about not being able to feed ourselves, but we are going to be having, like, for example, storage for wheat for maybe 10, 20 years. Just to storage of cassava, gari, yam for 10, 20 years. That will be able to feed the country. So storages will be built all over the country. We will never have to talk about people not eating. They will be replaced all the time. They are being replaced all the time. But the system of storages will be all over the country.